Hey there everyone, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Street Fighter T action figure by SOTA Toys. This casual peek is a request by both DCuniverseFLASH and Born in the 90s Decades. Hang loose there guys. Now this figure is part of the second wave of Street Fighter figures from SOTA and was originally released in 2005. I bought this set at Cards and Comics Central in San Francisco, and I'll go ahead and post the link in the video description down below. And I ended up paying $25 for this set. Now this T-Hawk figure is huge. I think it may be the largest figure in the Street Fighter line. I could be mistaken, but I think it is. And because of his immense size here, you can see how big this guy is. He only comes with a few accessories. Looks like a pair of hands and a hawk here. And most of the space is just taken up by the figure itself. He's just huge. Pretty big guy. It's pretty neat. And down below here you can see his move set here. That's pretty cool. And that's just an advertisement down there. On the other side of the packaging here, you can see other figures from the second wave or round 2 of Street Fighter. We have Ken here from the United States, Cammy from the United Kingdom, Vega from Spain, Blanca from Brazil, and T-Hawk from Mexico. So let's go ahead and take this huge guy out of the package, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back and we have T-Hawk out of the package, and my first impressions of this figure set is that it is very impressive. And not just in size, but in detail and just the way they constructed this figure. It's just very, very, very nice. But let's go ahead and go over the accessories that come with T-Hawk here. And the first thing we'll take a look at here is a small catalog of items from SOTA Toys, and it's pretty neat. Of course they have the Street Fighter line here and some other movie and TV related items like Chronicles of Riddick, Tomb Raider, just Aliens vs Predator, even Charm down here. It's pretty neat, neat preview stuff, but I really am impressed with this. I really like that Aliens vs Predator chess set. That looks very, very cool. So that's the small catalog here. And as I mentioned earlier, there weren't too many accessories with T-Hawk, mainly because this guy's just so large. But he does come with a pair of alternate hands. Actually, this is one of each type of hand that comes with the figure. The open-palmed version of the hand is the alternate hand, and closed fist is what came with the figure, or attached to the figure I should say. And you can see the details on the hands. This is just very nice. They added veins on there, and the folds in the skin on this palm is just very nice. They even painted his fingernails here. Very, very cool. You can see more details on the palm there. On the other side of the finger, the sculpt is just very nice. I really love the amount of work that they put into this figure, especially right here. I really love that part right there. It's very, very nice. And T-Hawk does come with a hawk. I don't know if this is his pet. I don't know if he has a name or not. I don't follow the Street Fighter universe that closely. But he does come with a hawk here. It's also very nice, very well sculpted. You can see all the feather details on there. Very, very nice. They just kind of missed on the eye, or the pupil, on one of the eyes there. This one, I think they missed on that one there. And they got it on this one. Okay, but missed on that one. But that's alright. That's not I can fix that. I can just paint on that. That's not a big deal. And it's got this peg here that attaches to a hole on his shoulder here. And it fits rather well. It sits loosely on there, but well enough where it doesn't fall over off the figure. But just take a look at this guy, and let me just show you a size comparison first, because this guy is at least the largest figure, SOTA Street Fighter figures I have so far. I only have 2 opened ones other than T-Hawk here, but it'll give you a good size comparison. For a similar size comparison, I have Birdie here, which was my biggest figure up till now, at least Street Fighter figure, and I thought he was big already. And just taking a look at, if I can stand him up here without toppling over, you can see that T-Hawk, even with T-Hawk's legs spread a little bit apart compared to Birdie here, he's still taller than Birdie. So that's pretty impressive. And to show you the extreme size of T-Hawk, I have Jen here, who's one of the smaller Street Fighter figures, and you just see how much how T-Hawk just towers over Jen. So it's just a very impressive figure. But taking a look at T-Hawk in detail, and this guy has loads of detail on here. You can see the figure here. The head sculpt is very nice. He's got this badass expression, like he's just gonna wipe the floor with you on there. And you can see some of the paint on his face here, on his chin, and his headband. He even has his hair, some of his hair going over the headband, and it's made of a soft rubber plastic. It's very, very nice. Of course, you have the feather here, or a couple of feathers. It's very, very cool. And then you have his denim sleeveless jacket, which was torn off. You can see some of the ruffles on the side, which is made of a softer plastic as well. And then he has these straps, very neat. They're all loose, and more on the back, which is very, very cool, and also down below on his boots. Just very impressive detail on this guy. A lot of small details. You can see the etchings on his belt there, and of course his buckle. Here, let me get his arm out of the way. I don't know if you can read that. It actually says Hawk on there, on his buckle, and there's a picture of a hawk, or sculpt of a hawk, below the words. Very nice. And I just love these, I'm not sure what you call these, but you can see the design on there. Very, very cool. And more of these straps or tassels, I'm not sure what you call these things. And also, just in the boot work alone, you can see some of the etching on the boots. Just very, very well done. I really like the detail that went into this guy. And I only have really 2 minor gripes with this figure, and one of them is just a little bit of paint chipping on his hair here. But I'll have to look at the figure in the package at some of the video I had, because I don't know if that was because it was rubbing against the top of the packaging or not. Either way, I could still apply some paint on that to fix that. That's not a really big deal. And the only other thing I have is a very stiff joint here at the elbow. I can't move it at this point, and I'm gonna have to try some tricks on loosening this elbow. And there's also just a minor paint slop. I don't know if it was more rubbing against his jacket than paint slop, but that can be easily removed as well. But as I mentioned about the stiff joint, the SOTA figures I've opened so far, they had looser than normal joints, and I'm starting to wonder if it was because of the later waves of SOTA figures, because this is a second wave SOTA figure, and the joints on this guy are very stiff. Even after loosening them a little bit, they're still pretty tight, which is very nice. I don't know why they've slacked off on the articulation of the later waves, but It's very nice. He's very stable, and it's just very cool. And I just love the details. I just can't get over the details in this guy. Very cool. But going over the articulation of this figure, the head does go all the way around. It does go down and a little bit up, not too much because the back of his hair here kind of hinders the articulation going up. So, but it does also go side to side as well, so that's kind of neat. The arms do go all the way around. They do go out and in. The biceps do rotate, and the elbows do bend, except for this one, of course. And the hands rotate at the wrist, and they do bend up and down, both for this hand and the other, the closed fist on here. The torso goes down, up and back quite a ways, which is very nice. It rotates all the way around at the waist on here. The legs are on a ball hinge swivel joint. So the leg can go up, down, a little bit to the back, and out to the side as well as rotate at the hip joint there. The knees do bend, double joints at the knees on there. You really got to work a little bit on the joints here. It's pretty stiff on here. And I don't know if there's a I haven't tried it. I'm gonna have to try it later. It doesn't look like there's any rotation at the calf. Although there looks like a seam in here that it might. I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look at that later. The feet do go up and down on a hinge joint. And there is toe articulation going up and a swivel side to side on the foot. So overall, the articulation is very nice. And this is starting to become one of my favorite Street Fighter figures. We'll have to see when I get my Sagat out of the package, but so far out of the open Street Fighter figures I have, this is my favorite so far, and I definitely recommend if you can pick this guy up. He has a few color variants as well. I've seen the white one. This is the standard version of the SOTA Street Fighter T-Hawk. So, but I definitely recommend getting this guy if you see him. I think he's an excellent figure. But this is my casual peek into the SOTA Street Fighter T-Hawk figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.